Hello guys, and we are back. Just before we get into the next game, I want to thank a couple of people for subscribing during the games. I think there was Nimino and Smarthy with some resubs. Possibly some other people earlier that I'd forgotten about, hopefully not.
You didn't forget about them, you just missed them.
I just missed them, maybe.
We would never forget about you.
We value everybody.
Everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to drop us a follow if you haven't already. And we're going to get our next series of games going now between GoKu and ReallyDiao. GoKu representing BZK. ReallyDiao, aka VV, representing Frantic. And I just wanted to make sure everything was okay because you disappeared for a second there.
Starting the game.
And this time we've got Bog, Desecrating, and Atoll as our map pool. And quite a nice map pool, I think. We've got Bog first. And oh, you are starting the game. Blimey, wasn't ready for that.
Oh, whoops.
I thought we'd talk about the maps a little bit, but
We can
Robo's
talk about the
like,
map while it's going.
no, we're
No.
playing the game now, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Just deal with it, okay?
So here we go. GoKu playing in the red as the Mongols representing Team BZK, and in the blue we've got Fat Dragon, aka ReallyDiao, aka VV. He's playing under all three names in this tournament, and he's playing as the Japanese to the west of the map, representing Team Frantic.
That's it. Okay, so Civs, we've seen Mongols in this map quite a lot. I don't think we've seen Japanese. That's normally been saved for Atoll, but seeing as it's the final game of the series, maybe Vivi's thinking, okay, I can pick a different water Civ for later in the day, and I can play Japanese that are, kind of okay on this map. There's water on it.
Well, we'll keep in mind that you have to do 2 of the Civ pool Civs for game 1 and 2.
That's true.
And then in game 3, you can take
Whatever you
any
want.
Civ you like.
Without repeating one.
So at that point, since Atoll is game 3, then that opens up the rest of the Civs. So he could take Vikings.
Right.
He could take, whatever he likes. Portuguese. As we saw yesterday.
Yes, that is a possibility, for sure. And we know the Chinese is a lock for Descentering. It's a nomad start. You always pick Chinese.
Yeah.
Unless you can't for some reason. So
yeah, and whose home map was this? This was Vivi's home map.
yes, Vivi would have picked Bog.
Because the way, again, just to reiterate for everyone else who might not be aware of the rules exactly, the home map is picked by the highest seed.
The team that's higher in the standings.
So whoever's
basically.
higher in the standings, and Frantic is definitely higher than BZK in the standings right now. So first map goes to Vivi, second map goes to GoKu, and then the third map is whatever's left after they've banned the remaining 2 maps. So this is Vivi's home map. He's coming onto this map with the Japanese. I think this is the first time we're seeing the Japanese here. I'm pretty sure we've seen Mongols every time this map's been played.
And we saw there was one Spanish versus Indian game.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, you're right. There was a Spanish-Indian. And whoa, hello.
And there was a Mongol versus something else game.
A Mongol versus something else.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we do have Mongols versus Japanese here, and obviously Vivi's got into this with a bit of a game plan, at least, you would assume. GoKu stealing away a couple of these water buffalo, coming in not particularly early, but Vivi just hadn't scouted it yet, which makes me wonder what was Vivi scouting.
Trying to go for a lame, obviously.
Looks like he was scouting his enemy.
Yeah. Maybe trying to see if he can lame the dock villager.
Yes, that's always an option, and in fact, the dock villager here could be lamed, but Vivi's in the wrong place at the wrong time with his scout.
Yeah, just unlucky, I guess, or lucky, depending on your point of view.
Yeah,
who you're rooting
lucky for GoKu and lucky for Vivi.
Yeah.
Forest Oaken, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. We appreciate the support very much. And oh wow, look at that. GoKu lost a villager as well.
The rhinos. I think he's probably not prepared for how dangerous the rhinos are compared to regular boars.
You think he's not very up on his
well, he's only
Rise the Raja's knowledge?
No, he only recently joined Team BZK.
Oh, he's lost another one!
Oh no.
No way!
Right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. GoKu Titanic. And oh, this villager
another
as
one.
well.
Oh,
not
no.
like this. Vivi blocking, and he might not get the Vil because the TC... Oh, he's...
The Vil should survive. Wow. As I was
1 HP!
No, where's he going?
1 HP!
Come back. No!
Not like this!
Oh, okay, so what I was trying to say is GoKu's only recently joined Team BZK. right? Before that, he just wasn't signed up to any teams. So I think it's quite likely that he hasn't had as much preparation as the other teams have.
Yeah.
And why is that fishing ship
He's fishing the box turtles as well.
instead of the deep sea
instead of the
fish?
deep sea fish. So it's like you had two options: the fastest source of food in the game, or the slowest.
Or the one that's literally touching your dock on the left.
Look, he's loomed up now, and he's
worked
not going
out
to lose
that it's
another
dangerous.
villager to the rhino. But
He would have
boy.
if he didn't have done loom.
I mean, at this point in the game, this is like 80% VV to win,
Right.
just because of how bad this start has been. He's
I
two
like-
fish down, he's 3 villagers down, and they're both up to the feudal age at the same time.
Remember, you also need to think about Mongols. Normally, they're known for being really fast uptimes, right? Abusing the hunt bonus. And Goku's just completely wasted that possibility.
He's just abusing his villagers.
Yeah.
not the
Not
hunt.
the bonus, no.
Barracks coming up. Of course, we're expecting to see the stable following from that. Vivi, meanwhile, switching into full water build as he builds a mining camp with 5 vills and sends everything out to wood. So we are going to see Vivi going into full water.
You got
5
5 fish. Yep.
I mean, why not? You know, I was saying yesterday, like, maybe fishing isn't that important. There's actually a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Like
considering-
a lot of fish on this map, and it's reliable fishing as well because it's quite an even distribution. So, as long as you're paying attention and you're not letting them take the box turtles, then it's a really good amount of food. And just look at the difference in resources gathered. Obviously, Goku a little bit ahead due to the hunt bonus, but I really would expect Vivi to start taking over the food gathered totals
Yeah.
very soon.
And like, remember, they're Japanese fishing ships, so they work faster. They're more tanky. They're not really susceptible to raiding. So over time, it's going to start to pay off really big for him. And I
Yeah.
think he probably still has a rhino sitting somewhere around his base, or maybe he
Think
would.
he took them all? I think he took them
Okay,
all.
took all 3 rhinos.
He took all
Interesting.
3. But
Saving the buffaloes for later then.
yeah, I think the 3 buffaloes here, certainly more food under the TC than Goku has right now. So maybe a later transition onto farms for Vivi here. And going straight out with 2 fires to try and contest the fish from Goku. Goku
Doesn't
not
even care.
doing anything. So
No.
at the moment, he's just going to be focused fully on the land. And I like that about this map. It does give you the opportunity
To do both.
to do one or the other, or both at the same
Yeah.
time. Dream big. And look at this. Goku is ready to go Super Saiyan here.
I like it. That's a pretty good tower. Like, there's 2 golds and the stone. Where is Vivi's other stone?
Vivi's other stone is there,
Okay,
so
well,
that's
you
really safe.
can't get to that one.
But this one will deny the gold and that gold as well. So this is a good tower from Goku. And of course, with the scouts there, it's going to be harder for Vivi to build his own defensive tower. Even if he does see it, a villager will go down, taking quite a bit of damage
lot
from
of
the
TC
TC.
fire, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's really worth it. Like, you want your scouts on lots of HP so you can engage army and mass builds, right? You don't want to die to the TC.
No,
Like,
not
that
at all.
spearman is just going to one-shot either of those scouts, I think, at this point.
Yeah, he wants to stay far away
Yeah.
from that. But he is baiting it quite far away. And that's kind of bad from Vivi, I think. I think that's quite sloppy. I think he shouldn't have let the scout, the spearman go too far away. Should have kept it quite close. But either way, the tower's up now, so he has to stay out of that region as the scouts duke around to the right side and maybe look for the wood line. He does see that, and he's got really good knowledge of Vivi's map, actually, at the
Mongol
moment.
scouting bonus, right?
Yeah.
It's quite significant. But Vivi's already adding fish. He's up to 7 fish now. Ooh, that's a dangerous fight to take.
Good micro from Goku. Really good micro. Does end up losing 2 scouts anyway.
Really good micro.
It was good at first,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't anymore.
Remember, the Japanese spearmen, they attack faster.
They do. Yeah, they do.
And he still has 1 fishing ship.
Amazing.
No, not anymore.
Well, he's at least going to drop off the 15 food
Yeah.
before dying.
Value.
Sinking. Fishing ships can't die. They're inanimate objects.
The people on the fishing ships can die.
True. The one fisherman on the boat can die.
There might be more than 1 fisherman. Or I guess it's only one
One
pop.
population.
Okay.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Rip.
Goku, please.
The tower's pretty ballsy, though, from Vivi. Like,
Yeah, but that's Vivi. Of course. Of course it's ballsy. He's gonna be fine. He'll get the tower up. He'll get the tower. And he'll be able to start pushing this back a little bit, get his gold back. Vivi is in a great position, need I say more. Market coming up right now. Castle Age actually quite close. I'm surprised because I thought maybe, because he's denied on the gold, I thought maybe he'll build the market to try and sell some resources to get some gold, which he might do anyway.
He'll sell 100 food or something and then click up.
Yeah, he'll click up in a minute, but he'll get that gold back eventually. GoKu deleting the wall at the back, thinking maybe he can get some sneaky repairs going.
I think mostly he just wanted to get the villager out, right?
That too, and actually he's going for another watchtower here, which could be annoying.
Okay, how much food does GoKu have though? Because Vivi's about to click Castle Age.
GoKu has 300 food. It's not too bad, but it's not
very good
Castle
either.
Age upgrade worthy. And Vivi's about to click up now after selling some stone.
Oh, he's got 11 fishing ships working away.
Oh, and he spots this tower as well, look. So he's able to very quickly build a counter tower.
Right, and he can also Bill bash down Goku's tower as well with 1 or 2 bills if he
He
wants.
could, because he's not walled the front. So GoKu might just abandon that.
Yep. This is not looking good.
Oh,
Just gets
one
a bill.
villager, but in the end, did you see that? He switched the target of the tower to kill the scout. So Vivi's very much on the ball right now. And oh, hello, look at that. Scout manages, a spearman manages to kill the villager. And, well, Goku's like, yep, I'm out.
I'm out. Run away.
Unfortunately for Goku, this is now
Very bad.
too far out of his control. This is too far gone. This is probably going to be a GG when Vivi hits Castle Age, I suspect, at this rate.
So
This villager here, he's going to get another tower up, but
it doesn't really do anything
Doesn't
there.
do
It denies a
anything.
wood line and a stone, but it's not that important.
is Vivi just going to do another counter tower here anyway?
is,
Yeah,
yep.
he is. Because he can, right?
Yeah, why not?
A couple of scouts coming out because he's quite high in food at the moment, thanks to all those
And
fish.
he's going to switch into knights anyway in Castle Age.
And of course, the Japanese so good at the moment with their new bloodlines. Well, I say new, it's not new anymore,
They've
but
had it for 4 years now almost.
yeah, but it's made them viable in ways that they were never viable before. There you
Oh,
go.
pick up the bill. Pick up the
Dead.
bill.
Well,
Oh.
dead scouts, and Vivi can just keep. Well, he can keep sending scouts over there. He's not
He'll
really
get
scared
him
of these
eventually, right?
archers, is he? He'll get it, and there you go, Deadville.
Bill first.
And look at the villager difference now, considering Vivi's just hit the Castle Age.
3 bills behind, but he has
significant.
12 fish, remember?
Yeah.
So
Oh, and
I
that.
would be happy with that trade. Minus 3 bills, but plus 12 fish. That's well worth it.
Goku is well and truly out of this, but we'll see if he can pull it back. He's obviously thinking that there's some way back for him, as he's continuing to play on. Fire galleys or 2 for Goku getting picked off by Vivi. He's being very, very diligent with his scouting on the water. The fire galley has a pretty terrible line of sight, look. But, well, you can't really see like that, but you see here, it's not really got the biggest line of sight, but he's very much, protecting his fish with his own fires.
Which don't take much damage at all.
His fish can protect themselves.
Yeah, right. A little bit of micro. You can probably out-repair a fire galley easily.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the day that they add a civ that can have a fishing ship that can attack back,
That sounds kind of broken.
like as a bonus.
Because you can just go fishing ship rush their fishing ships.
No, but you can't attack fishing ships with it. You can only attack like military units or something.
Right.
I don't know.
So like the fisherman gets like an axe or something and just starts
yeah,
chopping away at the boats that are touching them.
Yeah, and you get wood income for it. Maybe you could mine their docks for wood. But yeah, so Fat Dragon coming in on the right side. Obviously, there's a couple of spearmen here, but they are really no contest to these 2 knights, and I think that's really going to be game over very soon. But Goku not calling it just yet, as Vivi will eventually get into the wood line, because
and
there's always a hole.
Always a hole.
As you know. Always a hole. Should be 2 more Deadvilles easily here.
And he's even getting gill nets through his fishing ships, which is so powerful now. I think he's probably redocked as well. That he has in the north of the pond.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
Well, if he's not docked there, he will in a minute.
He's gonna make another one
docked
probably.
here. And we spoke about this yesterday, but we didn't really see it in action. But, actually docking around the map is super important because the fish are quite spread out, even though there's a lot of them. And so rebuilding those docks, keeping that efficiency
But you
high.
can even dock like in the very middle of the map.
You can,
right?
because you could
Right?
just, yeah.
And
that would
gets
be
you access to so many of the fish,
honestly,
right?
that would be the ultimate dock, right?
I think so.
Right here or something, just you get everything. But anyway, Goku is being a little bit stubborn, I think. He really doesn't want to give this up. Castle Age is about to come in for him, but it's way too little, way too late. I think he's looking for a castle.
Yeah. But he's open on the stone. Like, one Bill's dead. The other side of the stone is open. The wood line might...
Oh, I thought that was... It's over chopped. No. Is it?
No, not yet. But the stone's open. 2 Bills on the stone are going to die. Never mind, he's just going to run around.
Well, this was open. I didn't think GoKu was going to wall that off, but either way, I mean, this is... He's boned.
And, like, that castle position is so... to go through. Like, it doesn't really do anything. It defends his stone and some farms. Like, woo! Neither of those resources are super useful. Right?
Wow. Woo! Robo. So rude to this player right here.
What? Like, okay, honestly, there's not much else he can do. Like,
No.
it's just a situation that he's in. He has to make it there. But it's, like, it's symptomatic of how badly he's going in the game that he's forced to build it here.
At this point, I don't know why he's still building his castle and not calling GG, but...
He's 10 bills behind, 14 fish, 18 to 1 military. And I think that 1 military is probably like a random archer somewhere on the other side of the map.
I'm pretty sure it's an archer in this archery range. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to die very soon, as... I mean, he's thinking, right,
I can just outraid him with Mangadai.
Mangadai are good. They're a good unit. I've heard Mangadai are pretty good at raiding. I can get back into this if I raid his eco with some Mangadai.
Okay, I like that TC. If it goes up, it's a good TC.
Will it go up? It should go up. I presume it would go up, but I think Vivi's going around this side. I thought he'd head around this side, but no, it's going to get denied. Oh,
trying,
walls,
not working,
but not enough. And if that was me now, I'm done. I'm just finished with this.
Yeah, and calling it now.
GoKu calls GG, and wow, what a strong game from Vivi. GoKu there, off to a terrible start, and really, it's as well as Vivi play. I don't think Vivi played had to play phenomenally well to win that game. I think Vivi just had to not make any silly mistakes, and that's what he did, because GoKu kind of lost the game for himself when he lost 2 villagers to the boar and lost a 3rd villager to the scout. So, or actually no, he didn't lose that villager, but at that point, it's too far gone. He's behind in vills, he's not fishing, and at that point in the game, it's all that Vivi has to do is just play the game out. And it's, like I said at the very start of the game, it's 80% Vivi's win at that point at like minute 5. So, GG's. Hopefully GoKu can figure out how to come back in the next game. This was Vivi's home map, and GoKu hopefully has a plan for the next game, which will be on Descent Ring. It's a map where having a plan is very important, because it's a very mechanical map, and it's a map that needs a lot of careful attention, I think, to your build order and your execution of your build order.
Yeah, we said this when we casted Jordan and Miguel yesterday. It's very much mechanical start. If you have a bad start, it's going to put you so far behind for the entire game. Like, that's kind of a cliche to say that, because obviously if you have a bad start on any map, it's not good. But on specifically this sort of nomad start, where you need to micromanage so many things, like you need to be on the start, getting all your fish and stuff working, then you also need to transport your bills to the outside to get extra wood and resources as the game progresses.
Yep.
It's quite difficult to manage all of that while also trying to keep track of what your enemy's doing as well, right?
That's true. It's a tough map, and we'll see what he can do here. Obviously, it's going to be a bit disappointing for GoKu if he can't tie this up now, because BZK aren't doing particularly well in the standings. Just for reference here, we'll show you the standings right now. BZK down in 7th position, Frantic currently in 3rd. So, BZK, the tournament's getting on a little bit. We're past the halfway mark now. They really want to start getting some wins. And at the moment, it's not looking too good in this series, but obviously GoKu will try his best to pull it back on game number 2.
Yeah. Hopefully he's got something prepared, seeing as this is his map.
Yeah, I mean, I assume so. I mean, if you have a home map, then you better have a plan for it. So we'll see what GoKu can bring to the table in game number 2.
Okay.
Who is still left in BZK? Well, it was Miguel and Dugao who left, arguably their two strongest players.
Arguably, yes.
So BZK weren't doing particularly well at that point anyway, and then they lose two of their best players to go to Heresy. So it doesn't bode well for BZK, but we'll see how that develops later on.
The remaining players, they have Fire, Riot, GoKu, and Mentalist.
Yeah.
And Riot's kind of AFK. Mentalist is very AFK.
Don't talk about Liam like that. Liam's awesome.
I'm not saying he's not awesome. I'm saying he's AFK.
Okay, well, all right. He's playing too much CSGO. That's why he's AFK. He's around. He's just not playing Age. He was playing CSGO with me. Well, he wasn't playing with me last night, but he was playing CSGO last night. GoKu spawning in the south of the map in the red, playing as the Chinese, representing Team BZK. Fat Dragon, a.k.a. Vivi, representing Team Frantic, and he's playing as the Chinese to the north. Both players taking Chinese, that is expected, and GoKu off to a very good start, grabbing the water buffalo around the edge of the map. This is the thing to pay attention to at the start of Descent Ring.
Yeah, you want to get those buffalo, you want to scout out where the wood lines are, where the gold is, where the stone is, where the relics are, and just, find out all the information you can about the outside of the map. And then later on, you can put those buffalo, you can garrison them in your transport ship and bring them to the island to eat them for food if you need it.
To this island?
Yeah. If you need it.
If you can.
You can get
or alternatively, you can build a mill on the outside and take the extra rhino. You've got options. But the point is, it gives you a lot of scouting information.
Like the whole reason that GoKu has a higher score at this point, by nearly 140 points, is the scouting on the outside, I think. And Zach's just got this look of shock on his face, looking at this TC.
The TC. Okay, I can see why he's put it there, because he actually has access to all of the wood.
Basically.
But typically, you take the shorefish.
Yeah, having access to the shorefish is so valuable at the start of the map.
Yeah, with that said, though, Vivi's not taking the shorefish either, and GoKu probably won't take the shorefish because he's bringing a water buffalo under his TC there as well. But the shorefish are important. There you go. You see, box turtles, man.
It's so good.
Really good sustenance. Have you ever had turtle soup?
No, I have not.
Neither have I, but these villagers do have turtle soup for dinner, and it really does help their eco in the early game significantly. Hey, look at that. Fat Dragon could steal the buffalo. Steal them. Put them in your ship. Why is he not doing that?
I don't think that's allowed.
What do you mean it's not allowed? Laming is allowed.
Yeah, no.
He should take these buffalo over here, and he should put them in his transport ship and have them for himself.
Old tournament rules, you're not allowed to keep your transport ship next to the enemy sheep to deny them. So I'm not sure if we copied those rules into ECL.
We didn't. It's not against the ECL rules.
People probably just remember the old ones where you're not allowed to lame the sheep. You can move it, but you can't deny them permanently.
Well, I've seen plenty of situations where people have...
Oh, no. Garrison the TC.
Rip transport ship.
Garrison all the vills.
GoKu!
Oh, he's so
okay.
lucky
He's
there.
okay. That should have been a dead transport, to be honest.
Yeah, that should have died so hard. Wow, that is lucky.
Laming stragglers is in the ECL rules, yes. Yep. You cannot lame stragglers.
And all of these trees are technically stragglers.
He wants to do it, look. He wants to do it.
Nope. Debated.
But it's not against the ECL rules, but it's really like a BM thing to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, looking at the scouting, just so you guys can see, Fat Dragon not found any buffalo.
He does not care at all about the outside.
It's like he's not bothered. He's like, why do I need the edge of the ring when middle of ring do trick?
Yeah. Good English.
And
GoKu scouted almost everything on the map basically at this point.
Why use many word when few word do trick?
Yeah.
You know? So, look, I think that Vivi here is probably very confident in his ability to just out... oh, did he just kill that?
With the TC?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm like, Vivi is very confident in his ability to, have better mechanics than GoKu, and then he just kills his rhino with his TC there. So rip.
Okay, I think GoKu has a massive advantage now.
Oh yeah,
he's got all this scouting on the map, and he's got a fully functioning rhino underneath his TC.
Oh, look, he's really trying to lame these buffalo.
Okay, yeah, so GoKu's worked out that you can garrison them. You can bring them in from the outside.
I love it.
Because this is something that's been added with Wallow Kingdoms and HD expansions. You can garrison the herdable animals into a transport ship to move them somewhere.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. This is so good. GoKu is...
It's so good.
He's on fire right now. Not on his teammate, in the game, and he's doing really well. This is perfect for him. There's so much that's gone wrong for Vivi right now. I don't know if he's maybe just a bit... It feels to me like he's a bit unfamiliar with the map looking at this.
I don't see how. Like, it's been a competitive tournament map since, like, War is Coming.
I just don't know what he's doing.
But, like, okay.
He's just trying to lame everything with his transport ship, and he's not scouted the edge. And it's so important to do that. Like, the additional food you get. Look at how many... That's... like 10 extra or 8 extra water buffalo
like
for GoKu.
That's more than 1,000 food.
Yeah.
For GoKu there.
And he doesn't... it's frustrating because it's like...
We say this, but Vivi is 2 bills ahead, or 1 bill ahead.
Well,
which is
probably
not
because he
nothing.
took the box turtles, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
And now he's milling more box turtles. Oh.
Smart move.
Oh, no, it's smart, but it's such a bad thing for a start, right? Like,
yeah.
Normally you want
That's
that clicking
true.
up within the next minute or so.
Yeah.
For, like, a fast feudal rush.
GoKu should be clicking up.
Pretty soon,
But
right?
a little bit faster. But he's more to the point going to have a little bit of extra wood because he's not spent that on the mill. So.
Yeah. And he knows where to go for a wood line on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Well, 3 fish for both. Fat Dragon, 2 villagers ahead somehow. Magic, I assume. But keep in mind, Fat Dragon... Oh, because he killed his rhino, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's struggling for food.
So he had to... Well, I wouldn't say struggling, but he did have to go out to build this mill. So both up to feudal, 3 seconds apart.
But 2 extra vills.
2 extra vills for Fat Dragon. So maybe he is that confident in his mechanical ability to win the game.
Yeah, but like he's not even transporting any bills yet for woodline, right? That's normally like the first thing you do after you click up.
Yeah, well, the huge issue that Vivi's going to have is he goes to the feudal age, he's going to have no water buffalo under the TC, and meanwhile Goku's going to have another 4.
Just waiting there.
He's been pretty sloppy though.
Yeah, waiting
3
them.
water buffalo just all decaying under the TC here. He's got food for days, but still could have prevented an extra 300 food decay there.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
True. Right. At this point, this is when you start to think about sending vills out to the edge.
Right.
But
you want to get that wood line established before feudal age. Otherwise, you have this moment where you've got no wood income, basically.
when the trees on your island run out, you're in trouble. So you better have that wood line up. And Vivi
Vivi's doing that
already has the wood line up. So
like they're both making mistakes for each other. It's like,
yes.
ugh.
Who makes the most mistakes? That's the real question. They're both on 2 docks. They're both very close to each other as well. So this is going to be a really short rush distance. At least neither of them are forgetting Bitaxe here as 2 fire galleys come out for both players. And GoKu are waiting for those villagers to head out toward the edge. And I guess again though, it's a little bit of a trade-off with sending the vills out to the edge because the longer you can delay it, potentially the better your
Early
water rush can be.
Okay, that's true. But long
Look at the
term,
difference in the 3rd dock.
yeah, but long term, this is a lot worse for him. Like now, he's got fire bills not working while he has double bit axe, right?
Yeah, that's true
Whereas
as well.
before they were walking before double bit axe, so he's actually losing more wood than he would have if he did it earlier.
True. But if he can at least convert that into an extra fire galley, which then allows him to win the water, then the potential gains from that probably outweigh the little bit of inefficiency on the wood villagers. Horrible lumber camp, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, GoKu here will get a small advantage. Of course, Fat Dragon coming back to repair, falls back to his docks. Could use the transport ship to try and block these fire galleys, but
I
doesn't.
would just turn around and kill the transport ship, honestly. I would try to, at least, because...
You could try, but the fire ships are too slow to catch it.
Fair point.
But still, GoKu here, going to be able to get a good engagement, I assume, as he's got the extra fire galley out. This one should die. At least this one here on the backside has to get trapped. And there's the demo raft. And GoKu takes a little hit, but it's not the best.
And he's still ahead, though.
There's another demo raft here. We'll see if he can do any damage with that. One more fire galley.
That was
die. That was
pretty
okay.
good damage, but he's still ahead, right?
And that's
3
6
docks versus 2.
And
He
now
needs to send those 2 injured ones home to get repaired.
he should, yeah. But now he can send his or spend his time killing the fish and the
Try and get the transport
ship. That's good for VV, stalling things out a little bit, but he didn't kill the low one, and now GoKu with a huge advantage
on the water. Yeah.
On the water.
And they're back even on bills almost.
Yeah. So I like this for GoKu very much. I think it really does go to show that third dock paid off. But now his
all
villages
these idle villages
are idle. So his wood income is not looking great anymore, but he's got a lot saved up. VV, on the other hand, has also a ton of wood saved up. Where's the third dock, VV? That's a question that I would like an answer to.
Well, as soon as he loses this fish, he's probably going to start panicking, I think. Or
panicking.
As close to panicking as VV
Panic!
gets, right? Like, I'm behind now. I haven't touched his fish. He has far more boats than I do. Like, there's got to be some sort of worm of doubt going. He's 700 points ahead of me almost. I got to do something to get back in this game.
Well, a lot of those points are scouting, so it can be a bit misleading. If you look at the scouting...
He doesn't necessarily know that.
No, he doesn't.
He should have shoot it, but...
He doesn't know it, but yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm surprised he's got 600 wood nearly and only 2 docks.
He's just added the third, actually.
He's just added it? Oh, yeah, just here, right. But still, it's kind of late, and GoKu's already won the water, so... Well, I say he's won the water. It's 8 versus 5. A few demos coming through. And the thing with demos is they don't really win you the water.
It's more just like a comeback mechanic.
Yeah, if you can hit two or three at once, then like that, that's how you start to come back. But at that point, your demo ship's dead, and you don't really have, again...
Right, like you're getting such good trades with the demos.
Good trades. But GoKu still has more ships, so he's still winning the water and even killing villas with fires, which I like. But... It is hard. It's really hard to play a perfect game, and I think as well VV's struggling a little bit for gold. He's only got 3 villas on gold right now,
which is a big problem. You need about 6-ish for 3 docks.
Just keep hitting good demo shots though. Look at this, 2 for 1.
Yep.
GoKu doesn't care. He's like, I've still got more water momentum. And
like he's getting close to clicking up, right? He's gonna make a market soon-ish.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think GoKu's won this game right here. Barracks coming up. I guess he'll do a stable or maybe an archery range and a blacksmith. Can't get my words out, but yeah.
I would prefer just going castle age. Mark blacksmith and then add stable after that.
Yeah, he's not really got the wood to build those buildings.
And that's why making the barracks is a bit more expensive, right? You have to make 1 extra building.
That's true. That is true. See what Demo Raf can do.
Another 2 or 3 probably.
Oh, or 5. Not bad, but still not enough, right?
No.
I don't know. You need something to follow through with. You can't just make demo rafts and win the water back, because every time they explode, you lose your army again. But still, that was a good shot. Right? Every single one of these demo ships have made an impact.
And
for
GoKu
VV.
has so many resources in the bank. He wants to quick up, and he just can't afford it.
I had a blacksmith.
Yep, and he's still one more building.
Waiting. He's only got 4 villages, 5 villages gathering wood.
Like if he'd built a market instead of the barracks, he could be up.
He would have clicked up already.
Oh, now he needs to add spearmen though, which is going to slow him down again.
Well, I think he sees the scout coming in, right? So the spearmen
should be coming out soon, I guess.
Well, the spearmen will be there soon, but yeah, look at this eco balance. It's really quite poor.
And he's making another lumber
camp. He's
camp.
going for another lumber camp instead of a stable or an archery range.
Or anything.
Meanwhile, VV is doing his market now. He's far from the castle age, though.
Close to going up.
So GoKu's just kind of delaying himself at the moment, and will be up soon. TM, there's the stable. I'm expecting the spearmen soon, but regardless, GoKu in a fantastic position to win the game, and VV just... I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do now. He maybe thinks, maybe I can raid a little bit over here, and, well, he's done the damage, apparently, but GoKu still hasn't reacted, but the Castle Age is in, and that really will be the game changer for the red player here.
And maybe he's trying to buy his way up now, but he's still probably short a couple hundred food, I would guess.
Yep. He's still short a couple hundred. He's sold a lot of stone.
He mined all the stone on his island and basically sold all of it to try to get up.
Yeah, that's inefficient. That's really inefficient. But I think he knows that Goku's up. He probably saw the score drop. which is why we're seeing that reaction from him now, and why he's also walling the left side to
And
prevent
also,
GoKu coming through.
it's so late in the game. It's 26 minutes. You would expect Castle Age to be behind us.
I wonder what that demo ref did.
Killed the scout?
Yeah. Don't think it did much more than that. But yeah, you're right. You were expecting something fairly soon. And he sees it as well. He sees the stable. GoKu's been pretty smart and walled off the backside.
I don't like that wall, though.
Why not just wall here?
Yeah, right?
And then you get the gold as well. And the wood. But anyway, it's in the moment, you know? It's easy to say, hey, why didn't they do that? But I know if I was playing, I'd be making all these mistakes too. And more. But hey, that's a good little pick for GoKu.
Just managed to get the vills out, though, which
Just
is nice. They could have all died, which would have been really, really bad.
yeah, 5 vills at once. But yeah, now it's Fat Dragon. He's behind by a few villagers. He's still down 5 fish. And GoKu will be in the Castle Age in... Well, he's already in the Castle Age, sorry. And looking at his stable, there's no knights coming out. Where's all his food gone, I'm wondering?
The War Galley and Broken Arrow upgrade. And making bills, of course. I say making bills while his PC is idle. Never mind.
Well, obviously, Bodkin Arrow and War Galley, but I thought he had like thousands of, 1,000 food or something. I don't know. I thought he had more, but either way, lots and lots of wood, lots and lots of gold. And now that War Galley's up, this island is doomed. I mean, Fat
There's
Dragon...
no resources left anyway, right? These vills need to run away, but there's no transport ship.
He's behind by 4 vills, but he's got at least 20 that are basically useless now. So it's essentially 25 vills versus 50 at this moment in time. I don't want to be in Fat Dragon's position, and maybe we'll see the GG pretty soon, because I don't see how he's really going to be able to hold on without his eco here.
Like, he really needs to get a transport ship to get out, and GoKu should be thinking, okay, I just need to deny any potential transport ships.
Which he will. There's no way that VV
you just
transports
keep
here.
patrolling between the TC and the shoreline, and...
Or just kill the docks, you know, anything. He can kill the TC with his war galleys. He can even kill the watchtower with his war galleys. He's got that many of the damn things. And, I mean, first game, it was like, you know, VV absolutely dominating GoKu, but mostly because GoKu made mistakes.
They had a really bad start, right?
Yeah.
Losing 2 vills to rhinos.
And then this game, it's like GoKu's absolutely dominating VV, and I feel like it's mostly because VV's made mistakes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want to see game 3 where both players don't make mistakes and they actually have a really intense game. But at the moment, GoKu's won this game from here. It would take some kind of a miracle for VV to be able to pull this back.
I think so, yeah.
We might see the TC going down next, but either way, it's so many idols. VV does build a new TC up in the north, and GoKu at the moment is that a new TC there? No, surely not. Oh no, there we go. New TC on the left side. But we've got now Chuko Nu coming out, which in small numbers will struggle against knights and camels, but
no upgrades on the knights, so the chicken should be fine, I think.
Well, that's true actually. But once they get to 7 or 8 anyway, they're going to start to incrementally get better as oh wow, VV actually got out with 5 fills. You're kidding me. Before he loses another transport. But yeah, I think at this point it's going to be one of those games where he's just got to play it out, and from there...
Well, he doesn't have to play it out, he could just call it. But,
no, I mean GoKu's got to play it out. Like
he's
got to go through the motions, right? He's still got to... VV's still going to make him play. But VV now, just all these villagers. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
Yeah, it's just... Look, I'm not sure what to say anymore. Like, the game is really, really over.
Well, here's where VV proves us all wrong and stages the biggest comeback in the history of the game.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe, but I've seen enough Age of Empires in my time to know that from this position,
it's a bit tough to come back.
You don't win. Look at the knights. That just instantly dead. He's coming around here to build another TC. I think Vivi's thinking, well, maybe I can just boom my way out of this, but...
When he loses all of these vills in the middle. He hasn't even deleted that TC either, right?
Well, why delete it?
Well, like, you might accidentally queue villagers.
Oh, what, if you're cycling through them?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I can't queue villagers here.
Yeah. I guess
Sure.
after he drops off all of that wood, then he might delete it.
Maybe. And maybe when he's finished this farm.
The villagers line up to
Yeah.
take the turn and farm one by one.
Take your turn. Scale Barding coming in, and there's another knight on the right side dodging all the galleys. But yeah, the galleys are for GoKu as well, denying the wood lines, just being a nuisance. And wow, we get Siege Workshop from Vivi. I thought maybe he's going to make a couple of monks to try and convert the galleys, but the Chukonews are a problem. So that's why he's now made a Siege Workshop. He'll make a Mangonel. He'll try and clean up some of these Chukonu, but I think the galleys can... I think they're just out of range of this TC.
It does look like it. Does Vivi actually have access to gold with any of his TCs?
He could get gold.
Okay,
He's going here to the corner.
Another TC.
Another one. DJ Khaled. Another one. He just thinks like, okay, maybe I'm going to go for the patented 8 TC strat and just boom my way back into the game.
I feel like GoKu should be getting close to clicking Imp.
GoKu.
Right?
Oh,
maybe
hello.
the Mangonels can get him back into it.
Are we thinking that's really the way this will go? One Mangonel will save the game.
Well, we saw Zuppy surviving with a single Mangonel for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true actually, but I think that was a... Oh wait, no, is this
Oh,
another
it's
TC?
another
Another one. Oh boy. Well, villager counts 10 difference. Obviously these ones are still idle, so it's really more like
20-ish difference.
yeah, no, it's more like 30 or 40 actually.
Well, where are the rest of these idols? You've got 25 idols. There's someone in that PC near the siege workshop. Okay. They're
Here
all idle too.
and here.
Oh
and
my god.
soon, I mean, here as well, he's like, okay, I can't build any farms anywhere around here, but I can chop this tree and farm here.
Right.
This is safe enough because it's in the corner. But GoKu will probably, you're right, go Imp very soon, I think, and then just push out on the land with... I would just go Imp and Cavalier at this point. I wouldn't bother with forward castles and stuff. I think you just want Imperial Age Cavalier, raid everything, and then it's over.
Run around,
anyway.
destroy everything.
Yeah.
20 or 30 Cavaliers will destroy a TC in 20 seconds.
Oh,
Oh,
Watchtower.
another Watchtower.
Why even bother? Like, why?
I need to secure this island. I need the space.
This farm is so important. And these villagers just getting wrecked.
It's like a waste of stone. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, kind of a waste.
I guess he's thinking, I can kill off some of the boats. Just kind of boat.
This is the water comeback right here.
Yep.
He's not even garrisoning the tower.
And the war galleys aren't even killing the villagers, they're just targeting down the tower.
Well, I mean, kill the tower first, right?
Oh my god.
This is so done.
So dumb? Okay.
No, done. And there it is. GG from Fat Dragon.
Finally.
Only about 10 minutes too late. But GG anyway. Well, GoKu definitely came to the game with a plan. And he executed that plan well. I think Vivi just seemed a bit lost, to be honest, on this map. I don't think he really had a game plan in mind when he started the game. He really missed an opportunity to go to the edge of the map and collect the water buffalo and actually scout properly. I think he focused way too much on trying to lame GoKu with his transport ship. And then he didn't actually lame his water buffalo anyway, because that would have been a really BM thing to do. But all in all, I think that game was not necessarily lost because of Vivi not scouting the edge of the map. That's just a minor thing, but it just shows that you're familiar with the map. I think the main thing was the timing of the third dock. GoKu had the third dock. He was producing 3 fire galleys at a time, and Vivi only had 2 docks. But at the same time, Vivi also had 500 wood in the bank and only 3 villagers on gold. So to me, at that point, it doesn't make sense. That's throwing the water away. And on this map, I really don't think you can afford to throw the water away when you have a situation where you have this tiny island with maybe 20 villagers and they all end up getting marooned because you've lost water control. And that cannot happen.
And not only that, like, so many of the gold mines in the forests are near the edge of the waterline, right?
That too.
All around the edges.
Yeah.
Like, you lose access to so much of the mainland. Plus, fishing is always good, right?
Fishing is always good. 11 fish for GoKu. We'll take a look at the achievements. This was game number 2, and game number 3 will now be coming up as the decider. We had obviously a lot more units killed for Goku. Look at the army difference. Economy. Are you surprised that he gathered an extra 1,200 food?
Only?
Are
Yeah.
you shocked that he gathered an extra 2,000 wood or 500 stone?
I thought, honestly, it would have been a lot more food than that.
Yeah, I actually thought it would be more, but I think he was. You look at all the other resources.
Yeah, right.
collected,
Everything combined is huge.
it's huge. It's
95% map scouting. To how much? How much did Vivi have?
Was it 95? Wow,
95 to 85.
Well, there you go. Conclusive evidence that map scouting
Is
wins
the most
games.
important stat.
Yeah, of
Right.
course. All right, so that was game number 2. It's tied up with Goku winning his home map. Vivi won his first home map on Bog, and the decider will be on Atoll. A map which we saw quite a lot of yesterday, actually. I think we
Yep.
saw it 4 times
We saw
in
it-
4 series.
Yep, every series had a toll.
And what I liked about it was the fact that every time we saw this map, it played out kind of differently.
Right, yeah, they all had different takes on what to do on the map.
Yeah.
Like, some people were like, okay, we'll go for a feudal rush with, like, fire galleys and galleys. Some people said, okay, we're going to fast castle into fire ships and war galleys. Some people said we're going to castle drop organ guns, which was a bit questionable, but
anything's possible on Atoll.
yeah, right. Anything can happen.
But this time it's game 3, so it's free pick from the remaining civs. So
Basically everything in the map in this game. I
yeah,
mean.
pretty much, with the exception of the Chinese, which they've both played, and the Japanese or the Mongols.
Right. So probably something like maybe Italians, Malay, Vikings.
Yeah, Italians, Malay, Vikings makes a lot of sense.
Something like that.
At the end of the day, Atoll is a water map,
Mhm.
and we're going to see that in action in a few moments' time,
Yep.
because Robo's going to start the game, and we're going to jump into game number 3 right here, right now.
Okay. Play some bets. What do you think the civs are?
Place your bets. Civs,
I think Italians for both.
you think Italians for both?
Yep.
I think Italians and Malay. I think Malay are really good here because of the opportunity to make harbours. Okay.
Well, I'm really wrong.
Robo-bo-ro. Robo-bo-wrong.
Wow.
I don't know.
Pro predictions right here.
Yeah, so, I mean, I got 50% right. You got
Yep.
0%
I
right.
got 0.
It's okay. Next game, we'll do another prediction and you'll
Okay.
nail it.
Yeah.
But Malay, I think, as I said, strong because they obviously get the harbours and they get faster uptime, so they're pretty good on water in general. And the harbours are great because there is so much coastline on this map that you can really lock down a lot of the map with those harbours. If he gets a castle, researches thalassocracy, and builds them. And
Well,
then
there's going to
Goku-
be a castle at some point, right?
There
You want
would-
to secure the middle.
Yeah, at some point there's going to be one. But that's step 1
Mm-hmm.
of the harbour master strat.
Oh,
Step 2 is to research the technology.
right. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
step 3 is to actually build the harbours. So,
and build them everywhere.
yeah, as many as you can possibly fit on the shoreline. And then Mayans, a bit of a curveball from Goku.
Yeah. I don't really understand.
Why?
Like, mines are just like a really good jack of all trades civs. Like, for a water map, your food sources last a bit longer.
Did you say Mayans are a jack of all trades, Civ?
Like, I think they're good on pretty much
They don't
every
have cavalry.
and yet they are still, top 2 civs on Arabia.
I know, but
right?
they can't trade in cavalry.
No, but
I'm kidding.
in
I
in
know what you
terms of
mean.
like overall map diversity, they are good on pretty much everything,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Simply because their economy is so good, they can afford to make lots of units. They've got more gold the longer the game goes, because longer lasting gold sources. Plumed archers are good on land maps. This is a little bit of a land map.
It's
They
half
get-
and half
Yeah.
because you really need to control the middle. That's really important.
Yep. And also they have siege rams, which is pretty useful in water maps like this.
Yeah, very useful. We'll see. We'll see what happens because this map has obviously proven to be quite interesting because of just how important the center is. And I guess you could argue Goku's got a little bit lucky because there is a lot of stone in the middle of the map.
Mhm.
And we have seen generations of this map where there is no stone in the
Yep.
middle. And I think for that reason alone, I wouldn't perhaps take Mayans because I think it's a little risky.
Well, that also goes the other way too, like because Malay likes to have stone too, because making karambits is pretty good.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And I guess they can always go and fall back onto eagles if they like as well.
Yeah, but eagles. Like, why would you make eagles when you can make plumes?
Yeah. But I'm
Plumes are so
saying
much
if
better.
there wasn't any stone, then
Yeah,
eagles
well,
can still
it's sort of your only
work
choice,
very
really.
well. Yeah,
You have to do eagles or arbs.
yeah. And I'd rather go eagles than arbs, to be honest.
True.
Depending on the situation, but usually eagles. So interesting dock from Vivi. Very, very interesting dock.
Well, he's got 2 deep sea fish, so
It's kind of aggressive though, isn't it? It's like he's trading off. Okay, well, it's maybe not that aggressive.
because like it's so difficult to get anywhere because like you have to go through the channels on either side, right?
Yeah. No, I was thinking maybe if you built the dock here, that would be more aggressive than
Right.
here.
Or like if you built the dock on the edges of the middle island.
Yeah. I mean, this is would be considered a forward dock in a typical game, but in actual fact, he's still got to go around the island anyway. I just think it's quite inefficient because there's only 2 big fish, and then you
He's
compare
not
that.
even going for them. I don't know. He is.
Well, I just keeping a close eye on this little villager Scuffle, but if you compare that to GoKu, he's basically got unlimited
basically.
deep fish. So
This map is so good for fish.
I'm not really a fan of the dock placement for Vivi, and here we see a little bit of a fight going on because GoKu wants to wall up quite aggressively, and Fat Dragon doesn't want to have any of that nonsense.
But he's idling 2 villages, which is going to hurt his uptime
It
quite
will.
significantly.
It will.
And now Goku can just go back and finish his wall off.
I don't know why he doesn't try and like maybe wall here or here, but yeah, he's maybe going to try and re-wall behind it. We've seen players going for these aggressive walls quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, and it not always pays off though. So
I just saw a comment in the chat. Everyone knows Jidba is #1 RM player.
yeah,
Yeah,
woo.
he's a good DM player though.
If he's actually, still around, which he isn't.
No,
So-
he was one of the best DM players then. How about that?
True.
Let's be accurate in our analysis. But Fat Dragon, 4th fishing ship coming out, and the feudal age upgrade should be pretty similar by the time he actually reaches the
click up.
feudal age, because if you look at Goku, he's clicked up a little bit faster, but as soon as Fat Dragon clicks up, as long as he's clicking up about
Halfway-ish.
halfway-ish, he'll still beat Goku to the feudal age, but definitely slowed down a little perhaps, both going up on 23 villagers, which is interesting considering the difference in feudal time. But Fat Dragon will reach the feudal age faster, even though he clicked
he's
up
actually had
later.
quite a bit of idle time because he should be 2 vills ahead if they have the same villager time, villager count.
Yeah.
So he's idled for roughly a villager at this point, I think, which is quite significant.
He's scouting around. He's not seen the dock yet, but I think he'll spot it now. That's important because finding where your enemy's docks are means you send your own ships in the right direction. And hello.
That is an aggressive dog.
Now that's an aggressive dock,
Yep.
but it's on the wrong side, kind of.
Well,
I mean, it
he
can.
didn't know that at that time, right? And,
True.
and he can't get to the other side because of the walls. So
Oh yeah,
that's the best
true,
he
yeah.
can do at this
that's
point.
true. But he can also come through the middle anyway.
Yeah.
Cross over here and then go through this way.
And that's not too far away.
Goku could wall that off if he wanted to.
We saw MBL do that.
Yeah.
That was pretty smart.
MBL's a smart player.
Otherwise, we're seeing the standard water beginnings. Both players making their fire galleys, getting their docks up, making their lumber camps, going to gold. Goku is making outposts. He's scared of a landing, it seems. Well, I guess it is Vivi. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. I kind of like that about Vivi, He's got this reputation that makes people play a certain way against him. Very sort of cautious.
Yeah, you're always worried, like, what's going to happen?
Don't you think that's such an amazing thing? That, like, his reputation precedes him, right? Like, Goku's investing into these outposts because he knows he's against Vivi. He wouldn't do that against many other players, and that's actually giving Vivi some kind of an edge because he's spending stone on them, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And just idling the villager while they walk around making the towers, right?
Yeah, right. But at the end, Vivi will run straight past the fire galleys and sail into the fishing ships,
What are you
and
doing?
Goku's like, yep, I'm just going to back away from that. My fishing
Definitely.
ships are fine.
Yeah.
Wait, no, they're burning.
not
No,
fine.
they're not fine.
Help me.
And he's turned around now, but all the fish for Goku disrupted as the Fat Dragon comes in. But, I mean, he is now taking quite a bit of damage on his fires, and the fish will go back to work. He's got more coming in just a minute, but it's 5 fish versus 4, 30 vills versus 27. So that's kind of what we would expect from the Malay, to have that 3 villager
That's
advantage.
a lot of wooden bank though. I'm surprised there isn't a third dock coming up somewhere.
And yeah, you're right. There isn't a third dock yet. I wonder if you will eventually go for that. Milling the shorefish. Very nice.
There's no berries.
There's
on this
no
map,
berries,
so
yeah.
You need to make a mill somewhere. You may as well make it on shorefish.
And the third dock here. So again, quite an aggressive dock.
Yeah.
And I think Vivi's like, right, last game I lost water. This game I'm going to show him how it's done. Forward docks everywhere.
Just keep the pressure on, basically. Don't give him a chance for his quotation mark superior late game economy giving him a possible advantage.
Yeah, nice to see the villager repairing as well here. That could actually give Vivi the edge in this fight.
I think it's definitely giving him the edge.
Enough to maybe even win it, actually. Oh, not like this, though. What is this? Okay, he's sending that one back because it's low. The reinforcements should be there any second, but he's not bringing them in. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'd say Vivi's winning that now. And that repairer making quite a big impact. But in comes the demo ship.
The demo really wants to try to hit a galley and the villager repairing.
Oh, if it could, imagine if it went here and just... that'd be so sick.
That's what you really want to do.
But let's see, does Vivi have a third dock? Goku have a third dock? No, he does not.
So he's got a lot of farms, so it's looking like he wants to get castle age really quickly.
That's true, actually.
I'm guessing Vivi's only got maybe 2 farms at most. 4. Okay.
4, okay.
Close-ish.
But Vivi, market, barracks, castle age.
Still needs another building after the barracks.
Yeah, but look how quick he's going to be compared to Goku.
That makes no sense. Oh, I guess the shorefish has been pretty good. Where does Goku make his mill? Just a random mill for more farms.
I'm just going to... Oh, it's here.
Right. Okay.
So, well, that's quite impressive, actually, because, you know, mine economy, so good. But...
It should be.
But Vivi's going to actually be faster to the castle age here. And I think mostly because 1 extra fish and milling the shorefish. It makes a difference. And I don't know if maybe...
not taking the third rhino.
I remember spotting that earlier and I didn't mention it. But Goku, I think he's traumatized after the first game. Like, he doesn't want to risk taking another rhino.
This
and
is a
losing
really
3
big
bills.
wood line. I'm scared. I'm not going to try it.
I mean, with Loom, it would actually maybe be impossible. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
So there's a very... That's probably playing into Vivi's advantage a lot. The fact that he left that rhino. And now Vivi's up to castle. Oh, my goodness. And it's so fast. It's so fast thanks to that upgrade. Bonus. And I think... Goku's going to click up in just a second, and Vivi's going to be castle. 3, 2, 1. He's clicked up. Vivi...
Like 10 seconds before Vivi reaches castle.
It's just... He's there. He's there. And Goku's lost water now.
Instantly.
Basically.
And he's not even on stones. Like, he's not prepared for a castle drop in the middle or anything like that. I say that and he instantly drops off 9 stone. So maybe he's on stone now.
Battalion?
No, Goku.
Goku. Yeah, he is.
He's just going to stone now.
He is. But that means the castle's going to be pretty late. And it means that Fat Dragon might just win the water. Not bad.
Closing down a little bit.
Not bad.
It's still ahead, of course. But
well, once War Galley comes in, he'll be able to just do a quick U-turn and win this fight, I imagine. He's doing the U-turn now anyway, because he knows that he'll have a bit more follow-up in just a second. And... Meanwhile, I heard military production. There it is. It's an archery range from him. And I'm assuming a transport ship will come out.
But Goku's ready for this, right? He's got the outpost.
Where's the other dock? Oh, there. Well, he's going for this one, yeah. There we go. So transport ship will come. But it's a real problem because... Oh, hello. They were okay. But he will lose the water here, and that's going to cost him the fish. And then Vivi will land him, and Goku... Is he going to have the castle? No,
so.
Not in time.
You can maybe buy the last 100 stone he needs. You know, sell 200 food, buy 200 stone, get it up.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That is a possibility. We'll see. We'll pay close attention to Goku here. He's 120 stone away from building the castle now. Meanwhile, crossbow and fletchings coming in for Vivi. The fish are going down from Goku. And more fires are coming in as the transport ship is loaded up and
waiting for
ready
last
to go.
Archer, waiting for crossbowman, just to make sure he gets the best damage potential he can possibly do.
Yeah, and Goku's gonna have to be careful where he puts the castle now.
I'm confused. Like, Goku's still doing War Galley even though he's only got 2 docks. Oh no, he has got a 3rd dock now. Okay.
He's got the 3rd dock, and he's got a few fire ships inside as well, so that's not too bad. But the castle's coming up. Where is it?
front, maybe?
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
in the
bad for Goku.
well.
He doesn't know it yet. Maybe it's not so bad, but the archers are going to land. Oh, there they are. And the castle isn't at home to defend.
Well, you don't expect that, right? Long term, the castle in the middle is obviously the smartest thing to do.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm saying it's going to turn out to be quite bad for him right now.
There's nothing he couldn't know that.
No, he couldn't
Right.
know it. He couldn't know it. He can now train plumes and send them home, but now they've got longer to run, and he's already lost a bunch of villas.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have a lot of wood income in the bank, which is what he needs to make a mangonel and plumes.
Yeah, that's true. And Goku's in a spot of bother at the
Small
moment.
spot. That's true.
Waiting for the first plumed archer to come out, but he's opted for a lumber camp in the middle. And those crossbow have really disrupted his economy. He needs to just quickly wall off the south side of the wood line, and he might be okay.
Is there a mangonel about to come out?
Yes, there is.
Nearly, okay.
It's not too bad. On the water,
Losing what? Because the wood disruptions, right?
Yeah.
You can't afford to make boats.
that's true. That dragon's going to completely wipe him off water. He's got one military, Goku has.
Which is mangonel?
Oh, and there it is. Well, that's enough to defend his eco for now. But look at the villager difference. It's an 8
Already.
villager difference. It's 2 fish advantage as well. And, okay, yeah, Goku has a great castle in the middle of the map. But Fat Dragon, at this point, I think what he needs to do now is switch into war galleys. Start making war galleys.
Yeah.
Add some more fish, why not? And then start, harassing from the shoreline. And
He's back here again.
in he comes. The mangonel is just too slow to catch up. This villager should die.
No, there's only 3 crossbows. So. never
Hey,
mind.
she dead.
She dead. Like, is Vivi dropping TCs as well?
About that.
1, 2.
2 TCs.
Okay. And
Goku
still
just on
took
one.
He doesn't have the wood for it, basically.
No, I mean he will get more wood soon, but it's tough. It's tough. The plumed archers are coming out though, and he does have a way in to Vivi's base. Vivi's doing a castle on the front here, which is pretty perfect actually, because that's going to just lock down the front of his base against the plumed archers, so they can't run in. And meanwhile, he's going to kill the docks here, so Goku won't be able to very easily make a transport and get these plumes into position. Meanwhile, we've also got a stable coming up here that got denied.
That was a little bit of a ballsy stable.
Yeah, Malay stable though. I mean, other than elephants, I can't think why he'd want to do that.
Just some, a couple of random knights just for raiding.
Worst knights in the game, bro.
Yeah, but you don't need armor upgrades when you're attacking mangonels.
True, but we've got plumed archers out now as well, and I don't know. Goku though, second TC will come up in the middle, and
Finally.
we've got one of those situations again on this map where one player has the middle,
Yep.
which is good.
But Vivi's up to imp.
Yeah.
And he has a castle for Trebs. And how far away is Goku?
And he's got water.
And he's got water.
So it's 90% Vivi's game right now.
Like, how far away is Goku?
How far is
pick
he?
up soon?
Too far.
Not even halfway ready.
Too
and now
damn
he's getting
far.
Narrow.
Watch this demo ship though.
Quite a bit of
It's
damage.
huge damage, but it's not enough because he's still going to lose the dock.
The mangonel
So,
can come in and finish them all off.
rip. I don't think it will. Oh, maybe it will.
If they don't move.
Maybe it will. 1, 2.
3. Hey, that's value right there.
That is value. I thought he'd move them away, not just leave them idling there, but okay. I don't think he's too bothered about that right now because this on the front is definitely taking his attention. The plumed archers. And of course, plumed archers are great against crossbow, but upgrades. Oh, Goku has got Bodkin Arrow now. He
He
didn't
just
have
got
Bodkin Arrow a minute ago. But the castle definitely locking this down for Vivi, and the Imperial Age is done in
So
breakneck
as soon as he's
speed.
got the gold, he's going to start making Trebs, I guess.
Yeah, waiting for that. He's going up with kind of low eco,
That's true.
but he recognizes that upgrade speed is what matters at this game.
He
at
tries
this
to
point
push
in
him
the
off
game.
the middle as quickly as possible, and then consolidate the economy, continue fishing, make some more boats maybe,
Yeah.
and then solidify his position on the map.
Yeah, I mean, if he can take down that castle, then it's going to be good. But he's still got the issue of Mayans being Mayans, and they don't need a huge economy to mass up quite a lot of plumed archers, and it's always difficult to deal with plumed archers. We've also now got the sneaky transport from GoKu. I don't know if he's got careening.
I assume not.
So he might want to make a couple of journeys, but if he can land them over on this right side, maybe he'll be able to sort of group them up here before he attacks.
Well, if he puts them on no attack stance before getting in the transport, then they won't attack anything and give away that he's there, right?
Yeah, that should be how it goes. Vivi could see this though. I know he always got his own transport coming out.
The Melee team bonus, their docs have 50% more line of sight.
Oh yeah, he's got really huge vision
And
actually.
not on no attack stance, they instantly attack.
Yeah, there's only this tiny area anyway where he'd be able to actually get in and without being seen. So the Plumed Archers make it into the eco. It's time for GoKu to strike back, but he's only got to kill 20 villagers to catch up in villager count.
And get to Imperial Age.
And kill another 10 fish.
Yeah.
That's just
No worries.
a bit of perspective
You
for
got
how
one
far
fish.
behind
You
he is
got one fish.
economically. Yeah,
You
he's
good?
got one. Oh, he did get one, you're right, yeah. But meanwhile, in the middle of the map, the fire ships coming in for a full frontal assault onto the Plumed Archers. And the Trebs,
Oh, dodging the shots?
I think the fire ship should try and kill the Mangonel, right?
It is, it is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's down. Wow, that went down really quick.
Well, the fire ship does so many little shots, right?
It has a really high, fast attack rate, basically.
And,
Yeah.
like, it only needs to do 1 damage per hit.
Yeah. Well, just 2.
Oh,
But
true. It's ranged damage though, isn't it?
no, it just ranged and melee damage.
Oh.
It has. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, the fire ship does both ranged and melee. But the 2 damage is ranged, and there's a 1 melee damage as well that's hidden. Or it's the other way around. But it's either way. I'm sure it does both. Regardless,
That's a silly landing position. Kill the vills.
okay.
Fair enough,
But either way, the
Castle's eventually going to die, right?
we assume it will die eventually as more and more Trebs come out. Obviously,
And- oh.
Goku's stalling for time.
And this Karambit's being made now at this point, and sneaky landing. And
Knights.
the weakest knights in the game, you say, but they're still here. They're doing damage.
Are they?
they're
yeah,
eyeing
they are.
villagers.
They might kill Vills. And, well, I think this is over for Goku. I think the writing is well and truly on the wall right now. Painted in the blood of Vivi. Sorry, Goku. Not in the blood of Vivi. But yeah, the 2 rangers behind. I love it. And Vivi
Combination of
was
skirms and knights is going to be really powerful.
going to get away with this eventually, wasn't he?
He loves just really sneaky, strange strategies, right?
Well, it's not even strange. It's just good.
Yeah.
And
Castle's about to die. This poor Treb's shooting away at it.
it's nearly gone.
And then Goku does not have enough stone for another castle. And then what is he going to do as the Mayans without a castle? We said Trebs. Sorry, we said Eagles earlier.
Well, Eagles would be good here.
Against the crossbows, sure, but like mass Karambits, which is a possibility later in the game.
Yeah,
Karambits are pretty good against Eagles.
that's true. But Goku's doing Bracer anyway.
And there's
as
also
if
elephants. Elephants are good against Eagles.
Oh, true. Yeah, they are. But elephants are kind of expensive, and you need a lot of farms and
A lot of fish.
yeah, I guess it's a lot of fish. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But Goku here, he's done. Fat Dragon's doing Arbalest. He knows the castle's gone, so he's not too fearful of the Plumed Archers
And he's
anymore.
only got 50 villagers. Like, I don't see how he can keep this going.
No, but Goku will try. This is an elimination game.
That's true, that's true.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Cutting through with the Trebs to let the army through. Nice play.
Pretty good.
Nice
But
play.
does Goku even have any military production at the moment?
Uh,
Any barracks, any archery
Nope.
ranges anywhere?
no.
It's just the 1 siege workshop at home, I think.
Well, he's got a siege workshop on the
yeah.
front.
2 siege workshops.
He's got a siege workshop at home, and he's got nothing else. He has no barracks. He has no archery range,
And obviously no stables.
and obviously no castle.
That too.
So you can't go on like this. This is just you can't continue. He's trying to get another castle, obviously, but it's going to be so long until he's actually got that castle up and started production again.
Right. And as soon as he builds it, it's going to get Treb down again, right?
Oh yeah. And he's got an attack at the back of his base coming in. He's being attacked on the front by the Trebs. He's got 1 Mangonel out.
He's got barely 40 villagers working at the moment.
It's over. It's well and truly over. And it looks like the Malay and the Fat Dragon, aka Vivi, aka ReallyDiao, is going to take this series 2-1 and go through to the quarterfinals to face against Tato. that should be a really nice match, actually.
Should be.
Tato versus Vivi. Looking forward to that. That'll be next Saturday. I'm saying it like the game's already over. I mean,
Well,
it has to be, right?
assume
It
it's
has
gonna
to be.
over, right?
I cannot believe GoKu wins this game from here. Yeah, he's calling it
go.
now. There you
we go.
And GoKu tapping out of that one as ReallyDiao takes the win. Well played to Vivi. Obviously had a good game plan there. And GoKu, you could see what he was trying to do. You could see he wanted to claim the middle. He wanted to get the Plumed Archer numbers up. But Vivi just didn't let that happen, as he was very quick to the Imperial Age, going up with very low economy, favouring, of course, getting those trebuchets out and denying those castles from GoKu, or at least that one castle from GoKu, before GoKu could really do what the Mayans do best. Very well played by the Fat Dragon, the Vivi, the ReallyDiao, and we'll see him next Saturday, where he plays against Tato in the quarter-final, as you can see on the bracket there, which hasn't been updated, but it will be updated very soon, as Robo has to do some updates here. But yeah, so well played. I guess we'll take a quick look at the achievements before we continue on. Atoll providing quite a few nice games, actually. I've been very entertained by this map. It's definitely not a map which I could watch all of the time, but that's really, I think, part of what makes ECL unique. Every time we have a new stage, we have a new map pool, and we get to see different maps, we get to see different strategies, and we get to see the players trying to figure out what's best before, inevitably, the series ends and they move on to the next stage the following weeks. So, next up, we have... I'm going to look through the stats first. My bad. Huge additional food for Fat Dragon. 10k extra wood as well. I mean, that's just insane. Double the food, double the wood. All comes down to having that villager high of 110. And, of course, the extra fish, which are very, very quick at gathering food. Schedule for today, then, the next match we have Hira versus Velessa. That should be quite nice. Hira, a player which is he's obviously very talented. He's very young. Velessa also, I don't want to say up and coming, but... You know, he's not one of those players that's been around for the last 10 years like the other players we've seen playing today. But certainly a very strong player as well for Team Suomi. So we'll have that set of games coming up in a few minutes' time. We'll put a quick 3-minute break here. We'll grab a quick drink, take a toilet break. You guys can do the same. And we'll see you back in 3 minutes' time for Hira versus Velessa.